Hey guys, Banana Lock here. Welcome back to another Watcher of Realms video. We're back with another Matrix video because lots of you have been asking what am I doing on my physical face, and this video is going to address exactly that. I'm going to show you how I did my physical run, any tips and tricks to get you to the best score possible, and this is the team that we've worked out. Shout out to SSL for this. He was the one that mentioned that Nezha is probably a better unit to have compared to Leia. That's why we swapped things around. Previously, if you saw my screenshots, you will see that I was using an off-faction Leia. And I think the score was only at about 62k, which is honestly not the best. Given the awakenings I have on this unit. I do have Aedrin at A3, so I should have definitely been doing more damage. The downside of my team here is that I do not have Aedrin, so I'm still using Aedrin as a tank, and that limits the DPS quite a fair bit. And the other surprising thing that I found is that Gwendolyn is actually much better than Riven Hall, because we already have Nezha for inspiration. So Gwendolyn not only adds survivability with her ultimate, with the recent rework, she also does give a slight bit of rage regen, and also the chance to give vulnerability of 10% every time, shields are, depleted by the boss itself. So yeah, that's the team we're running. We'll touch on gear later on after we finish this, but let's get started without further ado, and we'll talk about the sequence as we go. Okay, so we're gonna do Aedrin first, then Dasumi, Lady Mina, followed by Gwendolyn facing up, and then let's do Aedrin next, with Erlis, Balderon, Balderon here, there's Elder, and then we'll do Aedrin facing down because I don't really want any of these units to get the heals. Valdi, Nezha, and Aedrin specifically. That's why you see that the only thing healing Aedrin is mainly Dasumi and Gwendolyn. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's pop the Lady Mina ultimate on the first round here. And then we'll do Gwendolyn's one as well. This is the only time we'll do Mina's ultimate off sequence. And then now we're gonna get into a focus strike there. A fair bit. There we go. Once the focus strike ends, we're gonna pop all these ultimates. And then do Lady Mina's ultimate last. There we go. Just quicken things up here. There we go. So now that that's done, then we're not going to pop any ultimates anymore until the Pact of Silence. So the first wave was like a one-off thing, but pop the ultimates a bit earlier. Following this, we're just going to do everything just before Pact of Silence hits. And yeah, Decay Overflow. Second focus strike here coming in a bit. And then let's pop everything. And then we'll do Mina. Go. Yeah. Just let things roll here. There we go. And before the Decay Overflow comes in, we just proc Gwendolyn's shield. And yeah, just wait for the second overflow. And then the focus strike before we cast all the ultimates again. There we go. See Mina healing for about 2.6 right now. A fair bit of damage, and yeah. Another Decay Overflow, so we cast the shield again. We just wait. Another overflow. And that's how we'll do the entire run basically. When it comes to, rocking ultimates. The Mina's ultimate is on, even though Ade is off, but she did inherit the damage numbers that we were seeing earlier. Because Mina does take a snapshot at the time where the ultimate is cast, and damage really doesn't change anymore afterwards. Alright, so same deal again. Valron's not gonna get his ultimate out in time, so we're just gonna pop all the ultimates. And let's see where we get to with this. Okay. Okay, now we wait for a focus strike again before we cast all the ultimates. You will see now that the rage on Valdron is getting lower because there is a shorter time between this ultimate phase to the next one. And that's just how it works. Even in magic phase, you will notice that being a similarity. Now we wait. Second focus strike. Go, and then we'll do another ultimate here. After the focus strike, then cast all these ultimates. Go. And then let's do the Gwendolyn ultimate right about now. It should last through to the next ultimate there. So that's the run. I think with this particular run, RNG really wasn't quite on our side. Normally when we do these runs, we get to about 70k just on the dot. But I think with this one, in some of Mina's ultimates, the damage wasn't quite as much as what we expected. So that's that. And then if we take a look at the charts here, yeah, you can see Mina's damage isn't as high. Normally I get to about 650, but this time around, damage just didn't really show for it. You can see that these 4 units were the ones that I prioritized for inspiration because they were the top 4 units to get it there. And then Elder on the last here, and yeah, the rest are just support units. The only upgrade that I would be able to make in this video was were to be really to add Aedrin in the mix to max out the DPS, and maybe get closer to 80k there, but as of now, I think this is the best possible outcome. I do have to say that gear-wise, there could be some improvements because I've used all of my quads on the top team here, and the bottom is lacking slightly. I don't think Elder has a quad. Yeah, he doesn't. Astrid does have a quad still. Yep. Mina is in a funky build, which I'll show in a bit, but yeah. Alright, so let's take a look at gear. Valderon is in Soba Arcana. We also have a quad on him, and then his exclusive artifact. The Somi, we have Invigoration with quite a fair bit of attack because he does provide a 20% inspiration. I think this is the part where there's a bit of RNG as well. And then Golden Scarab to max out his attack. And then Adea is in Soba Arcana. Try to throw the best set on her possible and as much attack as possible because Lady Mina is going to inherit her attack values. And then you can see with the Shadow here, we also have an attack bonus augment there. And then we have Durza, max out inspiration build as well, almost 400% attack here. And then Tear of Twilight with attack bonus. You realize that I didn't build him with much attack speed because he only does his inspiration once every cycle. So you don't really need max attack speed to get full rage up. And then we also have Aedrin in a full tank set. I have a lot of HP subs on here to make sure that his total HP does not exceed Gwendolyn's. as Gwendolyn is a HP based healer. And an Elder, Wicked Vengeance, Sober Arcana. You will realize that there's no quad here because the crit damage is slightly lacking, but there's just limitation of gear, and Talisman of Resolve there. Lady Mina, this is Destin's build, where we have crit damage here on both the banger and the ring. I don't have any crit damage amulets, so that's unfortunate. We also have the Unstoppable Force here to boost her attack slightly and the damage. I think this is the best way to boost her. And then a HP bonus with a critless quad on the end here. And an Unfortunate Skull, which makes quite a big difference as well. You will see that I don't even have it maxed out yet because I've thrown out all of these artifacts up till now. And we have Astrid, Cataclysm with Northerners bonus. I just picked this because of the stats, to be honest. And then Eye of Sin. Erlis in a Astral Guardian Invigoration combination, just to make sure she survives. And then North's Glory to give more shields. And then last but not least, Gwendolyn. I have her in slightly lower HP than usual, but healing effect, rage regen, and attack speed is on the highest side. That is achieved with a rage regen ring, as well as attack speed amulet. And I sort of forced the immovable object variant on her because I want to make sure that we can boost Mina as much as possible, and then euphoric orb to boost everyone's attack speed every now and then. Yeah, that's the run. I hope it was helpful. So to recap the sequence of skill activation, you'll want to get Mina's ultimate up the moment you spawn her, and then afterwards, in the later waves, you just do Gwendolyn's shield every time you get to the first wave. Sorry, the first decay overflow. And then after the second focus strike ends, you just get everyone's ultimate on so that it's in time to clear out the Pack of Silence. So that's it for the video. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below. And as always, if you have enjoyed the content or learned something, feel free to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.